also, so there's someone whose game we're gonna play. They made a game called, one second. They made a game, what was the name of their game? Called Bytes. So I want to really quickly start downloading that so we're ready to play it. I was hoping they'd join us in the chat. Maybe they will be able to, but they're in a meeting right now, so we can kind of play it. I would say that's a really, really effective trailer. I want to watch it again. I love that mobile game trailers are so short so that it's easy for me to digest over and over. I think the music you picked was really effective and made it the visuals really exciting while also complementing them. I also liked the way you included sound effects throughout that added like some more depth to the audio layer of your trailer. All of the little animations and everything are really top-notch and professional. Unlock firewalls. Collect data tokens. Okay, data tokens. I really like the art style of this, neonish. I totally agree with you, Cedar. Bytes. Hashtag Bytes. Nice. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of this. Okay, so this is installing. This is the screen page. I'm gonna... Can I give it 5 stars in here? Yes. Maybe we'll play this one first. Let's open it up. So tap to play. So I'm just going to be reacting to it live. Let us know in the chat if you have any feedback. Because the point of these Monday community streams is to have all these mobile devs who have their different perspectives kind of share their opinions on the games. Just right away, it looks really phenomenal visually. You know, it gets me really excited to play. It's like got this cool 3D, all these like cool graphical effects. It's got like the zeros and ones in the background that, you know, make me think they're really dedicated to the theme that they're going for. Often these beginnings, these first screens, they feel really flat sometimes. They all kind of copy, you know, that color switch game or whatever it was a long time ago. Coyote says, didn't remember that was the wed anniversary for my parents, so no playing. Gotcha, okay. That's too bad, maybe another time. So I'm going to tap to play. I'm just going to react live. So there's a little tutorial. Tapping adds a box, I guess. You're going after these Wi-Fi symbols or something. Keys unlock these little walls. Okay, so you tap to add the blocks. So this is kind of like a new take on like one of these kind of hyper-casual kind of gameplay systems. You want to add blocks to get the coins, but if you add too many, then you risk hitting one of the top walls. So I got the key, unlocked the wall. That was like a little pinch point there. That was cool. So you kind of have to calculate where you're going to be at afterwards. So that seems like an interesting skill. Oops, added too many there. Sweet. I think I'm getting better at knowing where to be for the coins. Oops. Okay. Oh, got the coin. Oh, didn't quite get over the wall. Firewalls passed 1. Data tokens collected 91. Cool. So that was a really fun core gameplay system. That was a really fun first time playthrough. I felt really positive because I did pretty well, and it makes me want to play it again because I feel like I can do better next time now that I've learned a bunch of stuff. So that's what we want from our first playthrough in a casual mobile game like this, is a positive experience, and the player wants to play again because they think that they can do better. Or it's best when there's like hooks in the game, like players want to reach point X that they see ahead of them, or there's something to unlock. But just in general, the gameplay makes me want to play again because I feel like I can improve. That looks nice with the neon colors. I agree, it looks really good visually. Let's play it again. I want to see it live again. The pink and blue is a good choice, I think. Tap to play. Oops, too many. Getting all the... So all the coins basically are my score. And you see, I see like a 2 going to a 3, like a progress bar, kinda. So I guess you kind of level up in general, which I like. Okay, we got to 4 and we got through the viral wall or whatever it's called. I added too many there. Oops, okay, too many there. So there's a real... I like the moment-to-moment skill. I feel like the skill, just like getting through all of these obstacles is a fun, engaging gameplay kind of challenge. But also the added challenge of being at the perfect height for these coins, I think is really excellent for the moment-to-moment gameplay because it makes me constantly engaged on an even deeper level beyond just getting through all the barriers. I feel like I'm constantly trying to perfect the number of coins I grab, and it's like a difficult skill that, like, by climbing higher, sometimes you're even risking getting hit by a wall. So like, there's some interesting like risk versus reward kind of stuff happening. I'm curious if it gets difficult as it goes on, or if it's just kind of static. I can't tell if it's getting harder, although if I play it over again, maybe I would notice that it's a lot faster when I'm doing well. I see that I like that it shows me ranking up. Like it says I was at 6 and I'm going to 7. It feels good. Oops, that was close. It feels good to have that like constant reinforcement that I'm getting like this long-term value that I'm like ranking up or whatever it is. It makes me feel pretty good about my gameplay. Looks cool, but a bit strange that you need to collect Wi-Fi. That is pretty funny. I wasn't even thinking about that you're collecting the Wi-Fi icons. Zendra says, pink and blue is always a good choice. That makes sense. Yeah. Retry. Let's play again. So again, I feel like I want to play again. I would be really looking for like expansion of the game at this point, whether I'm like unlocking something or if the world's evolving, or maybe there's something in the menus I can do now that I've been ranking up. Maybe I want to get to like level 10 and see if anything happens. But like, I love the gameplay, and I would be really into like any systems of long-term value, or... Oh wow. It minimized and I almost died, but I managed to open the window again. Okay. Yeah, so it's interesting they picked the Wi-Fi. So there's some like meta story that the internet's out and I'm trying to, I don't know, improve its strength or something. Oof. I'm curious about like I wonder if they're like focusing on like the competition of it all. I could see that being good for retention. Like maybe there's high scores to try to beat or whatever. A lot of games, they focus on, there's no way to go down, which I like. So like you can only add blocks, but I like that because you're kind of stuck with your mistakes. It adds a certain tension to the game. Often games, they apply like a global leaderboard, and I usually don't find that very effective because unless you're in like the top 1% of players that cares about getting the top score or whatever it is, you're not going to be able to get that high. So there's like, for the 99% of players that can't achieve like the top 5 scores, like you need to give them something to keep them playing the game, you know what I mean? So I often see games like this, they rely on the global leaderboard in order to provide long-term value. And I think that's a mistake. Not saying this game does that. I don't know what it does yet. Oh, so you have to be one above the wall there. Okay, so let's look at the leaderboard here. I got 166 that time. I'm curious about the scores. So yeah, so this person got over 1,000. So a bunch of the top got over 1,000. I like how the colors switch with every firewall pass, says Coyote. That's a good point. It's like switching between pink and blue, I think, right? That's something that I wasn't even paying too much attention to because I was so into the gameplay, but I did notice like, oh, there was some switching going on. I think I like that too. I was hoping like eventually maybe the colors would change and like once I get far enough it would become red and blue and like maybe it'd show like a stark increase in difficulty because Rav is with us, so Rav is the developer, I believe, right? Rav says it's only on Android. Really good to know. I'd be curious if anyone else has any feedback or questions about the game. Let me open the game again. So there's achievements as well. So again, those are good for long-term value. Thank you, says Rav. No problem. Thank you. And like I would love to play like future updates. Like the power-up idea seems really exciting, so I would love to like play this whenever it is released again with the new features or whatever it is. I love following developers and their process for developing the games, etc. over the long run, so it sounds super exciting to follow the progress of this game. So collecting tokens, you get achievements, breaching firewalls. So the one we always give like feedback and just brainstorm about all these games. And so one thing I'm thinking about is like the long-term value of this game. So